There's no iron team, but there's an iron wind. Come a long way, we could move forward still. There will be some issues to address. I could hang with Mona Lisa's like a piece in a museum.
In terms of cool quotient, no doubt about it, the rapper known as Shad has the it factor. Awards, multiple nominations, lots of critical acclaim. But taking over Q, now that makes him humble.
I've never thought of myself as that cool. And the caliber of the guests that come through, I certainly don't sit beside them and feel like I'm the cool guy.
Maybe so, but after guest hosting the CBC Radio Cultural Affairs program in January, Shad beat out about 200 others for the gig, a spot behind the mic that is under way more scrutiny than it's ever been.
It's certainly not behind us. I just think it will take time. It will take time for that story to sort of lose its power over the show.
That story is, of course, the Jian Ghomeshi story. The former Q host is facing multiple criminal charges of sexual assault.
Shad, live in Studio Q.
And it's a personal story, too. Shad performed on Q several times while Ghomeshi was host. Ghomeshi even presented him with the Juno he won in 2011.
I think I had the same reaction as everybody else, which is that this is tragic. It's not something I can really worry about. I can't really affect it any more than besides just trying to do my best.
The CBC fired Ghomeshi last fall, and since then, the process to rebrand the show has been exhaustive. Multiple candidates, focus groups, the CBC even considered changing the name of Q.
So it was rigorous, we really tried to make sure we had met everyone.
But the acting head of radio says Q's numbers remain strong post-Ghomeshi. So did the brand.
I think the cloud is lifting. I feel like we went through a really difficult time in the fall, but we've turned the corner.
Just an overwhelming level of awareness of Q was created during that period. So,
ironically, the Ghomeshi scandal may have helped turn that corner, says this marketing expert, by boosting the show's profile. But there's a criminal case looming, and an independent investigation looking into sexual harassment at the CBC is expected in the coming weeks. What comes out may cast a pall on Q and its new host.
So that's really the biggest threat to the brand moving forward, is something that's completely out of his control. It's something that has nothing to do with him, but is brand baggage, if you will.
I was just telling the people,
And there may be other challenges too, like rebuilding a show around a young hip-hop artist to a core demographic that skews older. Q heard from a few disgruntled listeners after Shad guest hosted.
It's the audience's show. So if at the end of the day, if at the end of I don't know how long, the overwhelming consensus is that, I'm not the right person, then I'm not the right person.
Right person or not, right now, Shad is it. And no doubt hoping his voice will drown out all the rest. Joanna Remiliotis, CBC News, Toronto.